I've seen my fair share of dangerous jobs. I've crawled through sewers, dangled off bridges, and even cleaned up after a few unfortunate explosions. For years, high-risk industries like mining, construction, and oil and gas have faced an unavoidable truth. Sometimes getting the job done means putting yourself in harm's way. But what if I told you that technology is changing that? What if we could use innovation to tip the scales in favor of safety, to protect the men and women who do the dangerous jobs that make our world work? From AI that predicts disasters to exoskeletons that protect workers, today we're counting down the top 10 safety innovations saving lives and revolutionizing danger zones. Let's get started. Coming in at number 1 on our list are digital twins. A digital twin is basically a virtual replica of a real-world thing. A bridge, a building, even an entire oil rig. These digital copies are loaded with sensors that collect data about the actual structure, things like temperature, vibration, even the tiniest little cracks. This information is then fed into a computer program that uses fancy algorithms to predict potential problems before they even happen. Imagine you're responsible for a massive wind turbine out in the middle of the ocean. With a digital twin, you can monitor that turbine in real time, see how it's responding to the elements, and even simulate different weather conditions to see how it would hold up in a hurricane. BP saved $1 billion by fixing refinery flaws caught by digital twins. Coming in at number 2 is something you might not have heard of, but trust me, it's a lifesaver. H2S scrubbers. Now, H2S stands for hydrogen sulfide, and it's a nasty piece of work. This colorless, flammable gas is found in all kinds of industrial settings, especially in oil and gas production. The problem is, H2S is also deadly. You can't smell it at high concentrations, and exposure can cause everything from eye irritation to, in the worst cases, instant death. That's where H2S scrubbers come in. These systems are designed to remove hydrogen sulfide from industrial gas streams, preventing it from ever reaching workers. Companies are now using AI-powered scrubbers that can adjust their performance in real time based on the levels of H2S detected. It's like having a guardian angel watching over every worker, making sure they don't breathe in anything that could hurt them. Number 3 on our list is all about fighting fire with, well, even more advanced fire. We've come a long way from your grandpappy's sprinkler system. I'm talking about next-generation fire suppression systems that can detect and extinguish fires faster and more effectively than ever before. Take laser smoke detectors, for example. These high-tech devices use lasers to detect smoke particles at incredibly small sizes, meaning they can spot a fire in its earliest stages, often before it even has a chance to spread. Then you've got aerosol fire suppression systems, which are like fire extinguishers on steroids. These systems use a special type of aerosol that's able to quickly extinguish fires without using water or any harmful chemicals. They're especially useful in places where traditional sprinkler systems might not be practical, like on offshore oil rigs or in data centers. Chapter 4. Virtual Reality, Your Safety Training Simulation. Coming in at number 4 is something I never would have imagined back in my dirty jobs days. Virtual reality safety training. That's right, folks, we're talking about strapping on a headset and stepping into a virtual world where you can practice dangerous tasks without any of the real-world risks. These VR simulations are incredibly realistic, recreating everything from the sights and sounds of a busy construction site to the feel of the equipment you're using. They can even simulate emergencies like fires, explosions, and toxic spills, giving workers a chance to practice their emergency response procedures in a safe and controlled environment. Studies have shown that workers who receive VR training are less likely to make mistakes on the job, and they're more likely to remember the training they've received. Chapter 5. Health Wearables, Your On-the-Job Guardian Angel. At number 5 on our list, we've got something that's near and dear to my heart: health wearables. I'm talking about industrial-grade wearables that are specifically designed to keep workers safe in hazardous environments. Think of these devices as guardian angels, constantly monitoring your vital signs and alerting you to any potential problems. We're talking about things like smartwatches that can track your heart rate, body temperature, and even your stress levels, alerting you if anything seems off. There are earbuds that can detect if you're about to faint from heat exhaustion, and rings that can sense if you're about to come into contact with a live electrical current. Chapter 6. Collision Avoidance. trucks with Spidey Senses. Coming in at number 6, we're talking about collision avoidance systems. Basically, technology that helps prevent those bone-jarring, metal-crushing accidents that can happen when you've got big machines working in close quarters. Think self-driving cars, but for bulldozers, cranes, and those massive haul trucks you see on mining sites. These systems use a combination of radar, GPS, and computer vision to create a 360-degree view of the vehicle's surroundings, detecting potential hazards even in low-visibility conditions. And the best part is, these systems aren't just reactive, they're proactive. They don't just warn the driver about a potential collision, they can actually take control of the vehicle to prevent the accident from happening in the first place. 5. Chapter 7. Exoskeletons, your suit of iron and safety. At number 7, we're diving into the world of exoskeletons. Remember those robotic suits from the movies, the ones that give you superhuman strength? Well, they're not just for superheroes anymore. Exoskeletons are making their way into the workplace, and they're changing the game when it comes to safety and productivity. These wearable robots are designed to augment human strength and endurance, allowing workers to lift heavy objects and perform repetitive tasks without risking injury. Imagine a construction worker who can effortlessly lift and carry heavy beams all day long, or a factory worker who can assemble intricate parts with superhuman precision. That's the power of exoskeletons. And they're not just for heavy lifting either. Some exoskeletons are designed to provide support for workers who spend long hours standing or walking, reducing fatigue and the risk of musculoskeletal disorders. 6. Chapter 8. Predictive AI, the future of safety is now. Coming in at number 8 is something that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. Predictive AI, but trust me, this is real, and it's already saving lives in high-risk industries. So, what is predictive AI? Well, it's basically artificial intelligence that can analyze massive amounts of data, from sensors, cameras, and even weather reports, to identify patterns and predict potential problems before they even occur. Let's say you're in charge of safety at a busy construction site. With predictive AI, you can monitor everything from worker fatigue to equipment malfunctions, identifying potential hazards in real time. The system can even alert you to things like unsafe work practices or potential environmental risks, giving you a chance to intervene before an accident occurs. In construction, AI has slashed equipment-related deaths by 25%. Chapter 9. Autonomous robots, the new breed of heroes. At number 9 on our list, we're talking about the robots. But not the kind that'll steal your job. I'm talking about the kind that'll save your life. Autonomous robots are increasingly being used in high-risk industries to perform dangerous tasks, keeping human workers out of harm's way. These robots are equipped with advanced sensors, cameras, and artificial intelligence, allowing them to navigate complex environments and perform tasks that would be too dangerous or difficult for humans. Imagine a robot that can inspect a leaking oil pipeline deep underwater, or a drone that can map out a disaster zone after an earthquake, providing crucial information to rescue workers. After Fukushima, robots reduced radiation exposure for cleanup crews by 90%. Chapter 10. Smart PPE, your suit of tech armor. And finally, kicking off our list at number 10, we've got Smart PPE, that's personal protective equipment. But with a high-tech twist. We're talking about hard hats with built-in sensors that can detect falls or impacts, gloves that can monitor your exposure to hazardous chemicals, and safety glasses that can overlay real-time data onto your field of vision. Imagine wearing a pair of safety glasses that can overlay information about your surroundings, highlighting potential hazards, displaying equipment readings, or even providing step-by-step instructions for complex tasks. In mining, these helmets have reduced respiratory incidents by 40%. We've come a long way from the days when safety meant a hard hat and a hope. The innovations we've explored today are a testament to human ingenuity and our unwavering commitment to protecting the men and women who do the dangerous jobs that keep our world running. But this isn't just about fancy gadgets and whiz-bang technology. It's about creating a future where every worker, no matter how dangerous their job, can return home safe and sound at the end of the day. Want to dive deeper? Grab our free safety tech guide linked below, and subscribe for more breakthroughs shaping our world. Hit the bell so you never miss a video, and comment below, which innovation blew your mind? Until next time, stay safe, stay curious.